on Rampage. Did you watch it live?
Yes.
Whew. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, I've seen pops in my 40 years watching wrestling. I've seen big pops ever. Hogan, Rock at Mania 18, and you know the many Austin pops, and Daniel Bryan, Yes Movement, Kofi Mania.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying not to be prisoner of the moment here, but I don't think I've seen a pop so authentic and so amazing in a no like I saw on Friday night.
Yeah, that return was handled perfectly.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't hold it. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad.
Well, they would have been getting CM Punk chance all night if they had. I mean, everything else would have been overshadowed if they had tried to hold it to the end. So they did it the right way. And even still, the chants are there, the music hits, everyone's going nuts. And I was still 50-50. Is it going to be him or is MJF going to come out and just troll everyone? And so when he actually came out, I was like, they really did it. Wow. And from him coming out, the look on his face when he sees the crowd, I mean, him doing the crowd dive on the entrance ramp was fantastic.
That was awesome.
That was, I mean, he still got it on the mic. Just
he's still getting a stick, dude. He's still getting a stick. And the thing is for me, and I did a podcast on this Mercy podcast last night on this on Take 3 and on this feed. I didn't 17 years. CM Punk's WWE run was in those 17 years. I didn't watch him. I heard about him. I'll be on Twitter talking about sports, and CM Punk's trending all the time. So I knew who CM Punk was. I obviously knew the impact he was doing, but to actually see it now, to see it in real time. And by the way, when I started watching the product again in 2019, I went back to that Money in the Bank match against Cena in 2011 in Chicago, and that's in my top 5. Also top 5 pops of all time. CM Punk's pop, at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
See that. I mean, and for me too, I was listening to the show on headphones too. On top of that, so it's so like intimate. So you have like the two waves. You have like the music come on and the wah, and then when he comes out and he's revealed, the second wave of wah again. I like I said, it reminded me again why I'm so glad I'm back watching wrestling again.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just a hell of a moment from start to finish. I mean, they just knocked that out of the park. The return, him plugging Britt Baker.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was awesome. The ice cream thing. Yeah. I mean, they broke pro wrestling tees because they were selling his shirt like hotcakes. I mean and that tells you just how much fans missed CM Punk. Because I mean, it would have been a shame if he left WWE and never set foot in the ring again, and all we have to remember by is the failed UFC career, or just like being a panelist on the backstage show at WWE. Like, we're going to get to see him in his ring one more time at least. I mean, who knows what the contract looks like? Who knows? I know in his speech he said that he's got time, he can do this, but he's not getting any younger. I don't know what him and AJ Lee want to do in terms of family, but I assume he's not going to want to be traveling around.
He's 42, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll see, but we're at least going to get him in a ring against Darby Allin. So I'm for it.
What I like too, also, because a lot of the naysayers on Punk that, and I know there's plenty out there, talk about him being this like selfish guy and about me, is that I love the tone he set. Like, he obviously there was obviously jabs at Vince and the World Wrestling Federation of Entertainment, whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
But his vision for the future, he was big on putting guys over. He was focused on the future and the locker room and all that. Yeah. Darby Allin is the absolute example of the future of pro wrestling, and to make your debut in ring on September 5th in Chicago against Darby Allin. I mean, that's you're setting the right tones there out the gate, and that's the thing I wanted to see. Is he setting the right tones out the gate? Is this not just about him? Is it about the bigger picture? And he gets it. From what I saw him on the stick and him what he said, he gets it. It's about the bigger picture.
Yep, and I didn't watch the full press conference, but I saw snippets of it, and he was saying all the right things there too in terms of what his idea is, why he wanted to come back. So I mean, I think it's a perfect marriage, CM Punk and AEW. I think he'll have the freedom to kind of do more things that he wanted to do. Not that he had a short leash or anything on at WWE, but at the end of the day, Vince is still very fickle, and his opinion of you can change quite quickly, especially for someone like CM Punk who pushes boundaries, pushes limits in a way that's different from Steve Austin. So I think that in AEW, he'll have more freedom to just kind of be that wrestler that fell in love with wrestling that he was in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I feel like his character would fit better in AEW with a game more space to be yourself than under Vince's 5,000 creative writers and whatnot,
and he won't have to go every week, as we've seen. There's plenty of weeks where certain people just don't wrestle for AEW, which is fine.
And nor should he. That's the way you should be doing that. You should let it breathe.
Yeah,
let shit breathe, man.
Yeah, you don't want to CM Punk's back. You don't want to see him every week, or you'll get tired of it.
No,
not tired of it, but it won't be as special. I'll say that.
Cody's away for a couple months, probably doing his TV show. When he comes back, it'll have an impact.
Yeah,
that's how you build a roster.